Okay, so we got the downside we were looking for to potentially testing that 103 area again, right? So let's go ahead and see what the potentials are for the coming days. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. Once again, this is ARCa coming at you with a GTII technicals, raw price action, and statistical thread of analysis on this happy Friday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, so yes, we're looking at GTII on the bi-daily chart here, looking at the Gaussian channel once again. Okay, so this is very, very good because we talked about yesterday closing this massive inverted hammer candle, right? And today we started this bi-daily candle. Okay, so we did get a nice upside pump to around 125 before a rejection of resistance, right? It's entirely okay. That usually happens, right, you guys? So upon that rejection, we came back and tested yet again. Right, we came back and tested that same support level from our Gaussian channel. So this is still looking okay. Now, based on this candle with this downside posturing, I can still see some downside coming in, and it could be in relation to testing this area again. Okay, so but it looks like on the RSI, we're going to get to the RSI, right? But it looks like on the RSI that the bears may actually be losing some of that strength. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next chart and see what we have here. All right. So this is the falling wedge that we actually were looking at the other day, right? And this is still relevant, in fact, because we just came back again and tested that very bottom side of that wedge again. So this is a reversal formation usually, right? So yeah, it's a little bit of a drawing here, some diagonal lines, right? But I find that this actually kind of gets the attention of the crowd sometimes, right? So not only it's just I have to squeeze in the statistics sometimes, right, you guys? I know it's boring, but yeah, let's go ahead and include our formations, right? So this is a clear indication of a continuation of price action, and this could be indicative of a continuation to the upside. What does this mean exactly? So this is the BBWP representing volatility. Okay, remember, volatility is direction neutral. So we have the volatility component with this spectrum line, and the pink line represents the moving average. So now you can see that the volatility is increasing, right? So we're getting more shares traded, and you can see here that this moving average is starting to pivot towards the upside, suggesting that the average of incoming the inbound disbursement of returns, meaning incoming cash, is in fact in play. Another thing to notice is this. Please notice here on the stochastic momentum that we're starting to get that curvature of the EMA 3 period, right? The 3-day exponential moving average, which is the leading indicator between the SMA 14 and the EMA 3 of the stochastic momentum indicator. Okay, you guys, so as soon as this starts pivoting, the 14-day simple moving average will later follow, and then it'll actually correct the pivot towards the upside. It's just one of those signs that the bears could be losing a little bit of strength, right? So please remember that I am talking about losing strength. That means that they're not done just yet, okay, which is why I'm talking about the potential of retesting even yet again that 103 to 102 level, okay, you guys? So let's just go ahead and keep those targets in mind. And actually even here, right, we have that bottom side here at about 102, right? So the formation of the triangle is telling us that same thing as well, okay, you guys? So even here with the ascending triangle that we're building on the monthly, which by the way is a massively bullish formation overall, right? So yeah, please notice here that we are potentially smack at a support right now, right? And this is actually just fluctuating within here until it can find that support area and then continue on to the upside, okay, you guys? So yeah, as far as the RSI, immediate short-term upside, very likely for us to find some type of resistance in the 30-minute, right? So if we were looking at the 30-minute time frame, let's go ahead and just use this one here. We'll come back to the bi-daily, okay? So, wow, that's very, very clear to see what that resistance can be, right? So we may actually find a resistance between the range of about let's say 112 to about 113 in the immediate short term, right? So this is really, really fast. fast, right? So we'll get that rejection. We'll come right back down, validate that area that we're talking about around 102, 103, right? And then try for another upside. Okay, you guys. So it's not looking bad. It's just, it is what it is, right? And then, yeah, we have the 4-hour time period here near the gravitational zone, which could lead us to an upside, which would be good. Same situation here on the 8-hour. We're in that gravitational zone of the bear strength percentile. This can pull us up. And these, as soon as we start getting the shorter time frames to start pivoting towards the upside and correcting their pivots, then these would actually influence the higher time frame RSI, right? So the higher time frame RSI, like the daily here, is sitting on that gravitational zone as well. I mean, granted, yes, still a downside pivot here, but you can see that we're actually attempting to correct the pivots now. That means that the bulls are ready to come back in. Okay, still a little bit of downside, still a little bit of sideways, but what's basically showing here is that we could be at a very relevant support, okay, you guys, or an inflection point. Okay, you guys, so yeah, just kind of expect what I just talked about, you guys, and see, just keep an eye on your longs, okay, you guys. That's all I can really say, other than just you know the deal here, you guys. Okay, just no FUD, no coloring or nothing. I'm not going to give you guys an upside when there isn't a downside, right? I'm just going to tell you the way the chart is saying it, right, you guys? But please remember, first and foremost, that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool, okay, you guys? But with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good weekend, and I will catch you at the bell on Monday. Adios.